Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Beans the Witch. Today we are going to be talking about what to do when you are feeling stuck and stagnant. Everyone feels stuck and stagnant from time to time, and there are just a multitude of different reasons as to why someone can be feeling stuck and or stagnant, you know? So I'm going to be going over a couple of different reasons as to why that could be happening, some ways to deal with that metaphysically, spiritually, and then just some coping mechanisms also that could really be helpful when dealing with those types of things. And I think one of the most important things when you're feeling stuck and stagnant is to try and figure out why you're feeling stuck and stagnant. Like where is this feeling coming from? Why do you feel this way? What is the base cause of this emotion? Because knowing the why can help you so much in figuring out, okay, well, how do I deal with this? What should I do in order to make this feeling go away? How do I make myself feel better? How do I get more motivated? How do I get things going again? That why can be extremely important. So that's one of the first steps in dealing with all of this. Sometimes in order to figure out that why, you need to take a step back. You need to take a break, take a pause, just rest a little bit. Because sometimes things are stressful, things are chaotic, you're too overwhelmed. And so taking that step back is super important. And in order to do that, sometimes you just need a couple of days of resting. You just need to sleep, like physically lay down and do a little bit of nothing. Sometimes you could go for a walk, walk, let your thoughts clear out, let them come together and be a little bit more concise. Sometimes exercising can help with all of that and just help you feel a little bit more together and structured. But a couple of different reasons as to why you may be feeling stuck and stagnant. It could be because of stress, overworking. Those things are actually quite common. It could be because you're not aligned with your purpose. A lot of times, if you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, if you're not aligned with what makes you happy, your motivation, you will feel very stuck and stagnant. And so then it's about, okay, well, how do I be more aligned with who I am? How do I be more aligned with what I want to do in life, and working slowly towards that. And the thing about that is sometimes we get so caught up on the big picture of those things that we have to realize that the tiny steps are what add up into big steps. So we have to be okay with, okay, I know like I may not be exactly where I want to be, but what are some of the small steps that I can take in order to get there, because the small steps are really important too, even though they seem a little irrelevant, even though they're not as exciting as the big steps. Those small steps add up into big things. So that's important. It could also be making sure your needs are met, making sure mentally, physically, emotionally, you're doing what you need to do. You're taking care of yourself. A lot of times people tend to forget about themselves. They tend to forget about the things that they need in order to make themselves happy, in order to make sure that they are being nurtured. So it could be a little bit of that. Sometimes it could be because we're self-sabotaging a little bit, actively preventing ourselves from being better and getting the things that we want. So sometimes we really do have to do a little bit of introspection into, okay, what is happening here? What am I doing? What is going on in this environment? Type of things. Something that can also help when dealing with feeling stuck and stagnant is gaining perspective. New perspective, seeing things differently from a different point of view can help tremendously. And gaining that new perspective can be a little hard sometimes, but that's why there's that need to rest, relax, calm down, those types of things help gain perspective. Another thing that can help gain perspective is talking to people, getting with the community, airing out your grievances, airing out your concerns. Not only does it make you feel like you have someone there to lean on, to talk to, but other people may have a different way of viewing the situation that can help you feel better, that can help you feel a little bit more motivated, that can help you go through it, and make it feel a little less difficult. And then spiritually, one of the things that I like to do when I'm feeling stuck and stagnant is, number one, I'll clean. I'll get my space together. I'll physically clean. I'll wipe things off, dust things off. I'll put on some music that's high energy, uplifting, those types of things. I might light an incense that I think smells really nice. Put a couple of crystals out that'll help bring in some good energy. And I will do that all with the intention of pushing out any negative, unwanted energy, so that way I can bring in the energy that I do want to bring in, you know? And then I will take a spiritual shower where I cleanse my physical body and get rid of that negative, unwanted energy, you know, literally scrubbing my body with that intention of getting rid of that energy. And then invoked and bring in some good energy, you know? And that's what I like to do. And it helps amazingly. It does a lot for me. And so those are just a couple of the things that you could do in order to help when you're feeling stuck and stagnant. If any of you guys have any questions, or you have some things that you like to do when you're feeling stuck and stagnant, feel free to share it in the comments. I would love to hear about it. Yeah.